Hey Nuggets. So today the PSA is about how to email your teacher. More than ever this year because you are not here every day or some of you are distance learning full time. The ability to email your teacher and get what you need and as well as to communicate effectively with your teacher is more important than ever. For many of you, you've never even had to email your teachers before until this year. So what I want to do is give you some tips and some suggestions for how to send a professional kind of email that is going to explain really clearly what you need so that you get some good answers. So first of all, why would you email your teachers? There's a few reasons. One might just be that you are going to be gone or you're homesick for the day, and so you need to communicate that to them. Other reasons might be that you don't understand the directions for an assignment. So you're looking for clarification on what to do or maybe even when it's due. Another, probably most common reason is that you just don't understand what you're learning in class, or maybe you aren't in person, you're learning from home and you're not understanding the video or the lecture, or you missed something in there. And so you're looking for extra help. So what I'm going to do is walk you through an example of an email to show you how to structure it in a way that's going to be best received by your teacher, but also communicate what you need them to know so you can get a helpful answer. So here we go. So in this sample scenario, we're going to go with that you need some help in math because you're not understanding it. We'll say Mr. Hansen's your math teacher, and so I'm going to walk you through an example of an email. This is a pretty basic one, but it'll help you understand some of the pieces that you might need. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is just put in the subject line what class it is and what you need. And so I'm just going to title mine Math Help because it's for my math class and I need help. When you open an email, you want to do some kind of professional greeting. And so like some of your teachers are pretty casual and may be okay with you saying like, hey, Boeshans, or something to that effect. But it's always more professional to either say hi and then your teacher's name, including their title, whether it's Mr. or Ms. or Mrs. Or you don't even have to say hi. You can just say, Mr. Hansen, comma, and then lead into it. So the first thing you're going to write is you're going to state the issue. And so in my sample one, I'm going to tell them I'm having a hard time in math. The next thing you should do is propose a solution or propose an idea. So in this one, I am saying, can we set up a time to talk? Because maybe that's all that I need. I just need to visit with him. Other examples might be to say, can I come in to get extra help? Can I get a copy of the notes? So those are some ideas or solutions that you might be proposing. The third piece is just, if needed, suggest a couple times that you can meet. So if you're wanting to do a meet or if you're wanting to come in person, give them some suggestions. So on mine, I said, I can come in on Friday at lunch or at 2:45. What works for you? And I think it's good to give teachers a couple ideas because they have other kids that are coming in, or they might be teaching during that time, or maybe they just have another meeting scheduled. So let them know if you want to come in person or if you want to just meet via Meet, and then they'll reply to you. So if Mr. Hansen got this email from me, he would know that I'm struggling, I want to talk with him, and what times I'm available. So in closing, I think it's always fine to just include something that just says thank you. You don't have to have a kind of a closing piece like that, but you sure can. I just think that's nice and friendly to do anyway. And then include your first and last name. A lot of times students don't sign their emails, and that makes it a little bit more confusing for teachers to keep track of who it is, especially if your email isn't running through like your school one where your name shows up. So always use your first and last name as well. Now that was a really basic email. There's going to be times when you need to include more detail or you need to explain more about what's going on, such as I'm going to be gone because we've had a family emergency come up, and you may have to explain when you're available or not available. You may want to include more information in depth about what it is that you're struggling with, especially if you're just wanting to get it resolved via email. You'll have to include more specific information for your teacher. So what I'm going to send along with this video, whether you're getting it via email or in Google Classroom is I'm going to attach a few different templates for you about sample emails, just to give you some wording where you could kind of fill in the blank and make it your own. And my hope is that if you feel more confident communicating with your teachers and with asking for the help that you need, that you're going to be able to get that help when you need it, and it won't be so scary to talk to them. So have a great day. And if you have questions, please feel free to stop by and see me. Thanks, Nuggets.